Hi Virgo, welcome back. Twin Oracles here to do your 2023 yearly reading. We hope you're having an incredible year so far and that 2023 is treating you well. This will be a general reading, Virgo, which means it's not a personal reading that is geared and directed to you personally and only you. So this reading is for many people watching this video. Therefore, if I mention something such as in March, some of you may be moving, and then if I mention it again in October, some of you may be moving, it's because there are so many of you and you will each fall into different timelines in this reading. If this reading does not resonate with you, leave it. Don't try to take it on as your own. We do encourage you also to check your sun, moon, and rising signs as well to get an even more detailed, structured information for yourself for this year. And be sure that you do watch until the very end. We have two little fun treats here for you that we will be using today as tools, something new, something different. With that being said, we want to thank each and every one of you that have liked this video upon entering. It means the world to us. It helps this channel grow and it helps this video circulate. So thank you so very much for doing that for us. We thank each and every one of you for all your love and support, whether it be for through energetic likes and shares and subscribing, or love donations. We're truly grateful for it all. So thank you very much to each and every one of you. All right, with this video, the program is we will be pulling from these 4 oracle decks here, and we will be placing energies from each of these decks for the first 6 months of 2023, and then we will place another pile of energies from these 4 oracle decks for the last 6 months of 2023. Will go right here. Okay, so we have Work Your Light Oracle, Chakra Girls Spirit Cards, Star Temple Oracle, and Sacred Light Oracle. Okay, so these are the oracles that we will be working with today. I'm just going to straighten out my camera. Perfect. So these are the oracle cards we'll be working with. Alright. I'm just removing my selenite I used to clear the decks. And now, last but not least, we will be then clarifying each and every month of this year with the Everyday Tarot deck here, as well as the Weaver Tarot here, Threads of Fate, Weaver Tarot, and here we have Tea Leaves Fortune Oracle cards. All right. Okay, there you have it. I hope this will be straightforward and clear. You can come back and rewatch the video anytime down the road within 2023 to revisit this video. And you will be able to tell which month we will be focusing on or reading, because you won't see any cards on the months that we have not done yet down the road. So hopefully it'll be easier that way as well for you. Okay, let's hop in, shall we, Virgo? Okay, just one moment. Let's ring the bell to clear any energies. We will ring it 3 times. Perfect. All right. We shall begin with the Chakra Girls Spirit cards. God, please show me very clearly what are the energies for the first 6 months for Virgo of 2023. What are the energies for Virgo this first 6 months of 2023? Show me very clearly, what does Virgo need to hear? I knew it was going to be something yellow. Alright, next we'll be pulling from Work Your Light Oracle cards. Now this one says try something new. So you're really being asked in the first 6 months of 2023 to do things differently in your life, okay? So don't fall into the same way of speaking, the same way of doing, the same way of moving, the same way of walking, your actions, your thoughts, everything. Change it all up. Some of you might be picking up a new hobby this year, or a new career, or a new interest. Some of you may be dating someone that is someone that you never thought you would date. It's, you know, someone that's not your type, and now you're giving it a chance. One card for Virgo for the first 6 months of 2023. Too many. Some of you are really coming and stepping into your confidence. You're stepping into your confidence, okay? You're really, really happy for the first 6 months of 23. You're joyful. You know, some of you could even be eating healthier. Maybe you have implemented an exercise regime here. It will be different for each and every one of you, so take it how it resonates, but you are doing something different here the first 6 months of the year, and because of it, you're feeling good, you're looking good, and you're much, much happier, okay? So try something new. Too many cards. Try something new. You know, if you write with your right hand, perhaps try writing with your left hand. If you brush your teeth with your left hand, perhaps try brushing your teeth with your right hand. Try to implement new ways of doing things. It does help to open connections within the synapses of the brain and the way that the neurons connect. So make sure that you create new pathways, okay? So do things different, switch things up. Okay, so we'll take the card on the top. Yeah, there's something in your life. You got the crumbling here. There's something in your life that you're holding on to, that you're doing. It could be a habit, it could be an addiction. It's something that is holding you back, and that's why you're being asked here to do something new. Okay, that's why you're being asked here to do something new. You know, maybe someone pressured you into doing something, and maybe now you're addicted to it. You know, and it just doesn't serve you, and you're being asked to take the higher road here. You're being asked to cut that out, whatever it is. It could be anything at all. Some of the things I've already mentioned. It could be anything along those lines, or even something completely different. But when you let go of what you need to let go of here, whatever it is for you, it's going to open a whole new world for you here. It's going to bring you on path. It's going to bring you to new realms, to a new world, to a new life, to a new cycle in your life. Okay? So it feels like God's trying to crack you open and break you free from something that no longer serves you. And once you choose to break free from that, your life moves on in a whole new direction, in a lovely way. There's some kind of karmic lesson, some kind of karmic cycle that you're going through, something that just doesn't serve you anymore, and it's time to close out that cycle. Okay, that's why here you have something new. So replace something, one bad habit perhaps, with a good habit, whatever this habit is, okay? Try something new, replace it with something different. It will make a world of a difference for you in your life. And it will really get you into a higher state of being. There's something here that's weighing you down. There's something here that's keeping you heavy. It's keeping you stuck. One card here from the Star Temple Oracle. What are the energies for Virgo for the first 6 months of 2023, please? We will just take the one on the bottom. Okay. And here we have Tegeta. the aquamarine star, expression. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. Some of you can be using some kind of crutch to hide your emotions, to bury your emotions, to bury your feelings, to bury trauma, to bury insecurities, some kind of addiction, some kind of, I don't know, something. And it's really, you're using something and it's a crutch, and it's really covering up your majesty. It's covering up your talents. It is covering up your spiritual gifts, and it is hindering you from truly allowing you to express yourself and to be who you truly are. Okay, so whatever this is, it's whatever you're doing here that does not serve you, that you're being asked to, allow it to crumble. Don't hold on to it any longer. Whatever this is for you, it's going to be different for all of you. This is something that's taking away your confidence. It's not making you feel good. It's not making you feel alive. It's not making you feel like you're whole. It feels like part of you is missing in doing whatever it is that you're doing here. And it makes you also, it's something that you're doing that makes you feel like you don't love yourself. There's something here that it just doesn't serve you. And God's asking you to choose another path, choose another route here, choose another road. Okay? So this is going to be different for all of you. Take it how it resonates, but God wants you to be happy. God wants you to feel alive. God wants this cycle to be broken just as much as you do. And for some of you, you have tried to break this cycle for years. Okay? And God wants to help you do this. And God wants you to live in happiness and joy and confidence and in freedom, to be free from whatever this is that's holding you down and that's holding you back, Virgo. It's time to express who you are and to put your foot down and say, no, enough is enough. This doesn't serve me anymore. And this is who I really am. It's time to become who you truly are here and who you're truly meant to be. So you're really being asked here to try something new and to not fall into the old ways of doing, the old ways of being, the old way of speaking, the old way of thinking, the old way of walking, the old way of spending, the old way of eating. In all areas, as best as you can, try something new. Okay, Virgo? So that's the energies for the first 6 months of the year. Remember, be kind and loving and gentle with yourself. Remember, things take time, so don't beat yourself up. If you fall off the bandwagon, that's okay. Pick yourself up the next day and say, no, it's okay. I'm right back on again now today. Okay, so be kind and loving and gentle with yourself. It takes time to create good habits and to break cycles. Okay? But it seems like the first 6 months of 2023 is when you are, in the process of breaking cycles. So you will get there. You will get there. Have faith and trust in yourself and trust in the higher power that be. Know that this cycle, whatever it is you're going through, that it will come down. Okay? This cycle will be broken. All right? And a lot of you already know what this is. Some of you will discover this year what has to go and what no longer serves you. All right? All right, with that being said, let's hop into each and every month. We'll shuffle the cards. God, please prepare this deck for this reading. If at any time while watching this video, if there's someone that you are thinking of, someone comes to mind, someone comes up to your heart space, be sure to share this video with them, whether they are a Virgo or not. It doesn't matter. We all have all the different 12 zodiac elements within ourselves. So there could be something within this video that someone that you love or care about needs to hear and know and watch. So please share this video if it resonates for you to do so. Also, if there's anything that you hear me say that you would really, really love to have for yourself, the best way to make things manifest is to comment down below. It's when you consider that this video is going viral and spreading around through different areas in this world, and you're a part of that, commenting what you're asking for in your life, you're now expanding and highlighting your desires to God all across the globe. So it's a great way to have your desires met, is to comment down below if there's something that you're wanting that I'm speaking of, or if there's something that I'm saying that really resonates with you, that you've been already trying to manifest and you want it really badly. Comment down below. It's a great way to manifest. If you don't feel comfortable commenting, you can also journal it or speak it aloud. But we are trying to build a wonderful community here for you all, here with Twin Oracles, here on YouTube. And we want to create a beautiful, loving space where everyone can communicate with each other and help uplift each other on their journey in a loving, positive way. Anyone that will not be loving or positive will be removed. All right, what do we have for Virgo? 2023. And last but not least, we will shuffle our last deck and we will be on our way. Please prepare this deck for the Virgo reading for the first 6 months of 2023 and then the last 6 months of 2023. I will be pulling off the top for all these decks, so please prepare the decks. Thank you. Some of you could be planning for a baby. You could be planning to bring a baby into the world and planning for that baby's arrival. Congratulations to those of you that are pregnant. If you are, comment down below. You know, there's a lot of Virgos that maybe have already experienced or are experiencing the wonderful blessings that come out in these videos. But then there could be also other Virgos that have yet to experience any of these wonderful blessings. So, you know, if anything that I'm mentioning has already happened to you, or when it does happen to you, please comment down below, because you can be that big brother, big sister to help encourage and uplift the Virgos that have yet to experience the blessings that you are already experiencing. On that note, with that being said, let's hop into January. All right, what do we have for Virgo for January 2023, please? You have Seeker of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, okay? Some of you could be waiting for news. Perhaps some of you have put in an offer to purchase a home, and maybe you're waiting for the news that that deal went through and now you're able to move in. Some of you are waiting for news or don't even know about this news coming. Some of you will hear about news unexpectedly, or some of you will hear about news expectedly, that you will be changing locations perhaps when it comes to work. Maybe you're changing locations at work from one office to another. For others of you, you could be completely moving from one business building to another business building. Others of you, you can be completely changing careers from one career to another career. Maybe you're leaving behind working for someone or working for a company, and maybe you're moving towards being self-employed here. It can be anything for any of you, so take how it does resonate with you. Some of you perhaps had an injury, and maybe now you're needing a crutch to get around, or maybe you're needing a cane to get around, you know, just to facilitate you just for a little while here. But just know that you're protective. Whatever it is that you are going through here, you are protected. God is all around you, and you are being uplifted, you're being supported, you're being protected no matter what, okay? Whatever you're going through here in January. You're leaving something behind here. You're moving on from something in January. Some of you, maybe you receive, and this is not for all of you, okay? So if it doesn't make sense to you, please don't take it on as your own. It's a general reading, always keep that in mind, okay? I'll keep repeating that. Some of you could hear or get a message from your employer that maybe they're downsizing and maybe you have to leave your job. And maybe you're feeling, how are you going to move forward? How are you going to pay for things, etc., etc. And that's what I mean when I say that you will be protected with whatever happens. You're going to be protective. Whatever it is you're going through, okay? You're going to be looked after and you're going to be protected. All right, so that's for January. January is hearing some kind of news. And whatever this news is, it's going to whether it's positive news or not so positive news, you're moving on from something, and whatever it is you're moving on from, it might be uncomfortable because you don't know what you're going to do, and you don't know where you're going to move towards this in this point moving forward. But whatever's going on here, just know that you are protected. Okay, you are protected. This is forward movement, although it might feel like or look like it's backward movement in your life. It is forward movement. It's to grow. It is to help you grow. It is to help you evolve. It is maybe even a lesson to be learned here, but you'll be protected. All right, what do we have for February for Virgo? Oh, see, this is exactly why the energies of the 6 months are saying doing something new. So if some of you, for those of you where your employer says, oh, well, I'm downsizing and you no longer have a job here, that's why this try something new card is here. Perhaps whatever path that you were on that changes here in January, whatever news that you receive in January that changes your path and puts you on a new path, on a different path, whatever this is for you, it's going to be different for you all. It is to put you on the right path. It might not look like it, it might not feel like it might be uncomfortable, but it's to get you to where you need to be. Where you were, for example, the job that you were at or the relationship, some of you can be leaving a relationship behind. Maybe some of you receive a message from someone and that, your significant other says, I'm moving on, or this is over, etc. You receive some kind of message like that. Whatever this was, whether it's a person or a job or anything between, it didn't serve you to begin with. It wasn't a strong, solid foundation to begin with. Or it doesn't serve you any longer. Maybe it served you in the beginning, it served you well, but now it no longer serves you. And so there's a big change coming in for you for the next 6 months of the year here. Things that do not serve you, people, things, situations, circumstances, even friends, family, etc. Things that don't resonate with you any longer, or perhaps they never resonated with you, they're coming down. They're being removed from your life, either by your choice or by divine inspiration here. But it is to get you on path. You were not on the right path, and now God is moving you in the right path, on the right direction. On the right path, in the right direction. There was a lesson here. This all happened where you were, whether it was a career or whether it was, a relationship or a friendship or family, etc. Where you were, it was something that was of a karmic situation. It was never meant to be permanent. It was meant to be temporary in order for you to learn a lesson, okay? And now God's bringing you to where you need to go so you can express yourself, communicate, okay? Speak your truth here. For the first 6 months of 2023, it feels like you're going to be learning to speak your truth or becoming more comfortable in speaking your truth. Remember, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it does feel like the last 6 months of 2023, you're going to be quite confident in who you are and who you've become, okay? All right, what do we have for February for Virgo? So we have the 3 of Coins. And the 3 of Coins speaks of teamwork, partnership, collaboration, working with people. etc. You have the King of Wands with this Three of Coins. So some of you can be perhaps leaving one job, and as I mentioned previously, you could be perhaps becoming self-employed here, maybe working with other people to open up a business, or asking for help, having people help you open up a business. But there's some creative endeavor here that you're embarking on in February, and it comes after, or it becomes because of some kind of crumbling, some kind of change that happens for you in the beginning of the year. Something's coming down. Now, for some of you, this crumbling, whatever is coming down for you, can continue to be happening in February, or for some of you, if it doesn't happen in January, it will happen in February. Okay? So some of you, you'll experience a big change in January, others of you will experience a big change in February. But again, it's not to hurt you or to harm you, it is to help up-level you, help grow you, help evolve you. It's like you have learned the lessons you had to learn already from these past people and situations and things, and now you're ready to move on and step into your real authentic power. Right, so you have shield, you need to defend yourself. So, what I'm picking up here is, for example, a few things. First of all, if you are wanting to go into business for yourself, don't tell everyone about this. So a lot of you are being asked to move in silence, walk in silence, okay? Don't tell everyone about what you are embarking on, what you are doing, what your next plan is, what your next step is. Not everyone will be for you, not everyone will be on your side. So for some of you, don't tell everyone, okay, what your next steps are. Hold your cards close to your heart. Okay. Also, what I was picking up here is you need to defend yourself. You're being asked to express yourself, speak your truth. Okay, so if someone is placing false accusations out there about you, could be at work, it could be in relationship, however this pans out in your life here, it's to speak your truth if you see fit to do so at that time. So if some of you realize already and understand, and you have that level of maturity where, that person is the way they are, they're not going to change, everyone knows the way that person is, I don't have to defend myself, it's not going to get me anywhere, etc., then okay, maybe you don't have to defend yourself. But others of you are unjustly and wrongly being accused for things, and you're being asked to speak up and to speak your truth with confidence and with love. Okay, so if there's something you have to say to someone, or if there's something you have to say to your co-worker or to your boss here, defend yourself, speak your truth, express what you're feeling, express who you are with confidence and with love. Again, it's not, what you say, it's how you say it. All right, what do we have for Virgo in March? Wow, you have the 10 of Coins. So in March, something is going to prove to be lucrative for you, okay? Perhaps in February, you're thinking of a business idea, perhaps, being self-employed, and maybe in March you start executing that business idea or implementing that business idea. There's something here that you're passionate about in February. It really awakens you, it brings you inspiration, it brings you to life. You're happy to do this, you're inspired, you're motivated to do this. There's something that you're working on. Maybe you think about it in February, maybe March you start implementing it. And you can see how it will be able to down the road. It's a good return on investment. Whatever this idea is, whatever this business idea is, it will prove itself to be a really good return on investment. So it will begin to start making money for you. You can do this, and you will do this. And that's why you're not being asked to tell everyone about this, because other people might want to take your ideas and run with them. because other people will see that this idea is like a gold mine. It will reap rewards here. Others of you, perhaps there was some kind of reconciliation maybe that you're going through in March, maybe with family, maybe with friends, and you know, everyone comes together nicely, everyone is happy, there's some kind of reconciliation, or maybe people around you, loved ones around you are putting in extra work, extra effort to, you know, settle things, to bring peace, to bring reconciliation here in March. Well, misunderstanding. Exactly. So some of you are having some kind of, as I mentioned, some kind of reconciliation here in March. If it's not, you know, investing your time in a business idea, etc., perhaps for some of you, this is, you know, rebuilding a relationship, whether it be friends or family. It is investing your time into rebuilding this relationship, and that will be, it will give you a good return on investment. It will work out well for you, okay? So if you know that you're dealing with, you know, loving people, that you all think the same, and you know that they have a beautiful, loving heart, and so do you, and you want to make this work, it looks like in March, things will start working out in everybody's favor here to rebuild and to bring peace and to put in extra effort to make things run smoothly here. What do we have for April for Virgo? You have the Conqueror of Coins, which is the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a slow moving person. It doesn't have to be a person, it's a slow moving energy. Let's get some more information. And then we have a fast moving energy here. A very fast moving energy. So this can be maybe two different things. Maybe there are two different people involved here. One person that moves rather slowly, one person that moves quickly, or this could be from something that has been stuck or stagnant or moving slow, suddenly it moves forward rather quickly. Eagle, triumph over troubles or obstacles. Right, so I'm picking up in April that for some of you, you know, there was something that maybe you were pigeonholing, or it was close to you, right in front of you. It was some kind of trouble or some kind of conflict or some kind of issue or problem you were trying to resolve, and so you couldn't see how you can get out of this situation. It was moving slow, things were stuck, things were not moving forward at all for some of you, and you just didn't know how this would move forward. Whatever this is for you, all of a sudden, boom, April, things really pick up and take off very quickly. Somehow you see things from a higher perspective. Somehow the answer is brought to you like this. You have a moment of awakening, a moment of clarity, a moment of realization on how to do, what to do, how to make it move forward, what's the next thing to do, and then all of a sudden things just break through. There's some kind of breakthrough that happens here in April. Things move forward finally, things move quicker, things move quickly. You know, there's some kind of clarity that comes in here that allows you to see things in a bigger picture, and then things move forward for you. All right, that was April. What do we have for May for Virgo, please? You have the Sovereign of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands. So in May, you're feeling very confident, okay? Perhaps you have some kind of inspired idea in May that brings you confidence. You're really feeling as though you can move forward with something confidently here. This is the Fool card. So there is some kind of perhaps a business idea. Maybe you meet someone. For some of you, it could be going into partnership with a business partner, or it could be, you know, going into a new relationship for some of you. This could be moving for some of you, but you're very confident in some kind of an idea, or you're confident in moving forward with something or someone. There's a very big new beginning here, and in May, and you're really excited about this, you're passionate about this, you're driven about this, you feel really, really good about this. It feels right. It awakens something within your soul, and you're very confident in taking a chance on this, or taking a risk on this, or, you know, walking in with blind faith. Always make sure that you cross all your T's, you dot all your I's, and then if this still feels right to you at that point, after you've done the research, etc., then you can move forward here. But you're feeling very confident here in May. You're feeling very confident in May to move forward with someone, or to move forward in some area or in something. There's forward movement here in May. Someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. Yes, exactly. So for some of you, there was some kind of ending here. The only way that this new beginning could have happened is if there was some kind of ending. So there's some kind of ending here which allows you to go on a new beginning here in May. Maybe, and again, I repeat, like, it's like you cannot have this new beginning without closing something out. So I bring it back to the energies of the first 6 months of the year, where, you know, in order for new beginnings to happen and to come into your life, and new experiences to come in, new people to come in, you have to let go of people and things that no longer serve you. There has to be a coming down, or a removal, or a crumbling, or a change, or an ending of a situation or something or people that don't serve you. You have to clear the debris out, clean out things that don't serve you, so energetically you're making room for good things to come into your life. So there's some kind of ending that happens here for you, and in May, that ending allows you to move forward. It allows you to take a chance. It allows you to take a risk. It allows you to go on that new beginning confidently. For some of you, this in May could be creating your own business, or going on a new business adventure, or creating a new business endeavor. Some of you can be traveling. Some of you can be completely moving to a different part in the country, a different part in the world, a different city. So for some of you, there could be a move here in May for you, May or June. But you're moving on from something. There's some kind of ending, and you're moving on, and you're moving on confidently with this happy, joyful energy. Like, this is it. I'm moving on. I'm happy, and I've got this, and I can do this. And you have so much confidence and exuberance and excitement, and you know you've got this, and you know that this is the right path for you. So some of you are going on a new trajectory here in May, because there was some kind of ending that has been falling apart here throughout the year so far. Okay, what do we have for June for Virgo? We have Ruler of Wands, which is the King of Wands. So for some of you are really taking action on your ideas. You're really moving them forward. For some of you, you are stepping into your shoes of being a leader in May and in June. I'm picking that up for both months here. You're becoming a leader. You're moving forward. People are looking up to you. You're being seen. People could possibly be asking you for help here. Pay attention to the moon in June. Oh my goodness. Pay attention to the moon in June. What's the next card I get? The moon. Something about the moon in June. That's so funny. Okay, so in June, some of you can be having really powerful dreams. So in June, just know that you're protected, and always keep a journal beside your bedside. Write down your dreams first thing in the morning. If you wake up to go to the bathroom, before you even do that, make sure you write your dream down, because you won't remember it by the time you get back. So some of you have the gift of dream prophecy. Others of you are visionaries here. Others of you, through your dreams or through visions, God will be showing you who you are and what you're meant to do and what your life purpose is and what your life path is. Something is being revealed here to you through your dreams in June. Very, very powerful information here for you. Not all of you, but for some of you, you're really receiving powerful information in your dreams of who you are. You're going to discover who you are and who you're meant to be and what you're meant to do and where you're meant to go. So, if in June you're receiving dreams, make sure to write them down. If you already have dream prophecy, because some of you already know that you have dream prophecy, please do comment down below. I have dream prophecy. This is, and let us know what your protocol is for your dreams. What do you do? When do you write them down? Have they come true for you, etc.? How are your dreams? Do they foreshadow what's to come in a year, or do they foreshadow what's to come tomorrow? How do you receive your visions? Please do comment down below, because for some of you, it's through visions. You're receiving this information through visions. Your intuition, nonetheless, for most of you, your intuition is very strong for you here in June, okay? So pay attention to your intuition. God is showing you the type of leader and person that you are meant to be and what you're meant to do here on earth in June. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. It's like you're here to help humanity solve issues here. Some of you could even be a writer. Some of you are great at writing here with this King of Wands. Perhaps you are a channeler and you channel books. Always be sure that you are praying to God before you do so, and ask for only enlightened and benevolent messages coming through you. Clear, benevolent, truthful messages of God come through you and nothing but. So some of you do write here and some of you do journal. So some of you are already journaling your dreams. So that's incredible, because, by the end of it all, it's like you're going to have a manual already written that is going to help people. Some of you, you're even being asked to write down and even comment down below, what is your protocol? Because you can help other people go through their visions and their dream prophecy and what works for you and, what doesn't work for you, etc. Okay, so in June, follow your intuition. Your intuition is running high, high, high in June. That is beautiful to see. All right, that concludes the first 6 months of 2023 for you. Let's hop into these oracle cards again and pull the energies for the the last 6 months of 2023 right here. God, please tell us the energies for Virgo for the last 6 months of 2023, please. The first 6 months, you're going to be doing everything different, and you're building your confidence, gaining confidence, but you're also rising up the ladder when it comes to your spirituality. You're, raising yourself higher, you're up-leveling yourself spiritually. And again, we have expressed your emotions. So again, this is what I was mentioning in the very beginning of the read, where I had mentioned, for some of you, you're going to start learning how to express yourself the first 6 months of the year. But by the last 6 months of the year, you are confident and you feel quite comfortable in expressing yourself and who you are. So, I mentioned that in the very beginning of the reading, and here we have it. For the last 6 months of the year, you're going to be confident in expressing who you are, but also expressing your emotions. What do you need? What do you need right now? Are you feeling heavy emotions? Because, I'm talking to a lot of earth angels here. My collective, they're earth angels, they're empaths, they're, star seeds. etc. And highly sensitive beings. And so you need a lot of you need to be treated delicately. You need a lot of tender love and care, but you need to know for yourself what you need in order for you to be able to express to other people around you, loved ones around you, as to how they can help you deal with what you're going through, right? To not create conflict, etc. So, it's just as easily as saying, I'm feeling really tired. I think I just really need to call it, an end of a day. I'm going to maybe go take a bath or lie down. I'm going to keep it quiet for the rest of the night if that's okay with you, right? It's just communicating. But first of all, it's knowing who you are and knowing what you need when you need it, okay? So a lot of self-love here. A lot of self-love coming into play, a lot of self-care, putting yourself first, knowing who you are, knowing what you need, and then being able to communicate that with others. So you remove the conflict and you remove the rife and the quarreling, etc., etc. All right. We'll pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. What do we have for Virgo for the last 6 months of 2023? July, August, September, October, November, December. What do we have for Virgo, please? What do we have for Virgo for the last 6 months of 2023? If this is resonating with you so far, please pause this video and like the video for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's an equal energy of exchange, and it lets us know visually as a cue that we are doing something here to help humanity. So thank you for being part of that. All right, we got it. Starseed, exactly. So exactly what I just mentioned here, that, a lot of my collective here, your empaths, your highly evolved beings, your highly sensitive beings, your starseeds, you come from different star planets, okay? And so you do need to spend more time in the bath. You do need to spend more time out in nature. You do need to spend more time and honor your energy and protect your energy, just sitting there in contemplation, doing not much else other than perhaps thinking about what it is you're feeling and why you're feeling it, and letting your emotions that don't serve you come up and out of you, okay? Release them. And so this is the Sacred Light Oracle. Please tell us the energies for Virgo for the last 6 months of the year: July, August, September, October, November, December. Thank you. So for a lot of you here, it is, taking that time out for self-care, so you're re-energized, so you have more energy, so you're not so cranky, you're not so lethargic, you're not so weak, you're not so, easy to be riled up, etc. Honor yourself, love yourself, take care of yourself. You'll be better for yourself and you'll be better for others. Exactly, power of presence. So for some of you, for all of you, I'm going to say, you're very sensitive here. So you really do need to take that extra time out for you and to understand who you are and to understand what you need when you need it and express that to others. So, make sure that you do meditate and take that time out so you can gain higher perspective, higher knowledge, inner wisdom, etc. We have power of presence, a power struggle, unlock your potential, and authenticity. So right now, some of you are stuck in between, who you are and needing to do what you need to do to honor yourself and love yourself, but you're stuck on the other side with, perhaps people around you telling you that, well, you need to do this instead, or you need to be that instead. Okay, so you're really stuck in a hard place here. Here we have the Star Temple Oracle. You're stuck in a hard place, but at the end of the day, you have to know who you are. You have to walk and step into your authentic shoes. And when you do that and live by your dreams, your desires, live by, what you're hearing from within you, from within your heart, in that deep space within your heart that connects you to your soul, that's when you will truly shine and awaken to who you are and to your spiritual gifts and to what you're meant to do here on earth. Some people around you, some loved ones, perhaps call you sensitive. Oh, well, he or she is sensitive. He or she gets mad over everything, etc., etc. We'll take the first one. And, perhaps that wounds you each and every time you hear it. But it's to know, well, no, I'm not sensitive. I just feel things sometimes that you can't. Right? What's wrong with that? So really know who you are here and don't let anyone belittle you or bully you. The last 6 months of the year has a lot to do with speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, feeling your emotions, honoring and respecting your emotions, honoring and respecting what you need at each and every given point in time in your life here. So we have Atlas, Father of the Sky, God. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. So really, God is trying to say here, and look at all this blue, okay? Like when you look at these cards, there's just blue everywhere. So this is all about emotions, it's about your intuitions, it's about your feelings, okay? God is trying to say the only person that you need to be listening to is you, your heart, your soul, and the inner God presence within you, the power of God's presence within you. We all have God inside of us, a piece, an attribute of God inside of us. Okay, we all do. We all have a piece and a part of God inside of us. And God is saying the only person that you need to listen to and show up for is you, yourself, your emotions, your feelings, and God. Then you'll really know who you are here. You'll really discover who you are. All right, so what do we have for July for Virgo, please? We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, some of you are moving on from... Some of you could be moving here in July, truthfully, okay? In July, some of you could be moving. If you're not moving here in July, then this is you're moving on from people, from situations, from things that are trying to hold you back. This is a lesson learned for you to break free and break through and take your power back. And, hold the power within your hands and say, no, I run my life. I run this show. And if it means that I got to move, I'll move. If it means I got to move on, I'll move on. Whatever I need to do here, I'm going to do here because I know it'll bring that peace within me that I am searching for. It'll make me think clear. It'll make me feel less boggled down, less weighed down. If I move forward, and I will, and I am moving forward here in July, I will have the wisdom to allow myself to grow and to know who I am, to be in my power, to be in my authentic self, and to have that power within me of God that propels me and moves me forward. I'm letting go of everything else that does not serve me here. In July, it feels like it's a big month of transformation here. All right, what do we have? All right, so in the month of July and August, you're really going to start to feel more and more powerful, more and more confident, stronger and stronger, courageous and more courageous. You're going to make a move here in July. You're going to break free from someone and from something here. You might even get the message to do so in June through a vision, through a dream. You might hear it, you might feel it. It's going to come differently for each of you, but in June you're going to get some kind of clarity, and for some of you it might even happen in May, but you're going to get some kind of clarity here, maybe to move or to move on or to move forward, to leave something behind, and you're going to do it confidently with courage here, with courage, and in courage and in grace, you're moving on. from something, from someone. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So some of you, could be receiving some money in July. Not all of you, but for some of you, you could receive some money here in July that allows you to move. Maybe you can buy a home now instead of renting, or maybe you're, upsizing your home, or maybe you're downsizing your home, but you're purchasing a nicer home. It's going to be different for all of you. But if you're not moving, if you're not buying a home, and if money has not come down your path here in July, this is an up-leveling spiritually, okay? It's a spiritual up-levelment in your life where you are you in your most powerful, authentic self. And, it'll get stronger and stronger and stronger as the months progress here. But you are finally you. You know who you are. You're awakened. Some of you have gone through or will go through a spiritual awakening, maybe in June, maybe in July here. But you're discovering the power of who you are and the power of your potentiality. And, when you step into being your authentic self here, bravely and courageously, the sky is the limit. You discover God. For some of you, you're really discovering God here in June and in July. However you resonate, okay? God, universe, source, spirit, however you resonate. This is a non-denomination channel here. So we honor and respect everyone's belief systems here, okay? Irregardless of what you believe in or who you believe in, that power, that highmost power, the God within you is awakened here. June, July. Whew, that's beautiful. You're a starseed, and you connect and reconnect yourself to God. And you're reconnected to your soul. You're reconnected to who you are and what you came here to be. There's some kind of spiritual awakening, please. Some of you have already gone through this spiritual awakening, so if you have, please comment down below. If you're looking to have a spiritual awakening, please comment down below. I claim this spiritual awakening to be for me this year. And it can happen in any month at any time. For some of you, it even begins to happen in January. As soon as this crumbling happens, whenever it happens for you this year. Some of you can be in January, some of you can be in December, and anything in between. But when things start coming down out of your life and it feels like your life is falling apart, there's some kind of drastic change. This drastic change is divinely inspired by God to help you, to help get you out of that old and stuck energy that doesn't serve you any longer. So this is to awaken you spiritually, Virgo. So don't hold on to anything of your past that you know does not serve you. There's no point in holding on. The harder you hold on to something that you know has to go, the more difficult this process of change will be. And this process of change does not have to be difficult. So it's up to you on how this goes through, right? And how this progresses. Your cards can always change. If there's something you don't like in a reading, it is not etched in stone. This reading is fluid. It moves, it goes up and down. It's here today, it's gone tomorrow. If you don't like something in any reading that you ever pursue as a personal reading or even a general reading, you have all the power to change this, okay? And for what I see, some of you are about to let go and leave things behind. They don't serve you anymore. Your life is changing and transforming because God is putting you on a better path. All right, Virgo, I want to say, whether your birthday be in August or September, happy birthday to you. We wish you the happiest birthdays of all. We love you ever so very much, and we're sending you all our love right here, right now, from Twin Oracles. All our love to you. Virgo, let's hop into August. So August, you could be receiving, again, more downloads. You could be receiving more while you sleep, more dreams, etc. Some of you will be getting more rest in August. If you're not getting more rest in August, this could be you taking a vacation, or perhaps going on a retreat, either physically or going on a retreat internally, mentally. You're taking a time out perhaps from society. Perhaps you are retreating from social media here in August, and you're just taking some downtime to go within and to gain some wisdom and clarity here to recharge your batteries and to strengthen yourself in August, okay? August could be a time as well where perhaps you are contemplating, maybe there is a decision you have to make, there's something in the forefront of your mind that perhaps needs clarity, or it needs a decision, or perhaps there are too many options in your life right now in August, and you are needing to know which option is the best option. And so you're just taking a time out in August to think about, contemplate, retreat, go within, take those walks, meditate, pray if you pray, take a bath, and retreat from society, retreat from social media. Do you, and gain the clarity that you need to gain on which road or which option is the best option for you. Because in August, it does feel like there's a choice you have to make, or there's some kind of issue in the forefront of your mind that you're needing to make a decision about, and perhaps there's confusion and you're being asked to go within and gain clarity here in August. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Some of you can be a fashion designer, and perhaps you're creating something new, and maybe you're going down creating shoes rather than clothes, and you're just not sure what the best way is to do this. So there's just a lot on your mind here in August, and you're being asked to take a time out. Sometimes you can do more by doing nothing at all. So therefore, taking that time out and being in a standstill here, not moving, keeping your shoes off and not moving, sometimes doing nothing at all will give you the clarity that you need to make these decisions that come in here for you in August. All right, what do we have for September for Virgo, please? Conqueror of Swords. That is the Knight of Swords. So there's, again, just like April, in September here we have some forward moving action. In April and September, you just want to make sure that you're not working from impulsivity. You want to make sure that you have given things some extra care and extra thoughts before you do make a move. You don't want to rush into things too quickly, but definitely there is some kind of fast forward movement here for you in September. Again, happy birthday if your birthday is in September. You could be experiencing something in September here out of the blue. Something just comes in and it was unexpected. You weren't thinking about this, you weren't expecting this, it just came out of nowhere. So let's get some more information. Perhaps you get an idea. In August, it feels like you're spending a lot of time going within. And in September, you're definitely Virgo as well. You're really going within in September. In August and in September, okay, your birthday month or the cusp, however it befalls you, you're definitely in your power of pulling back from society, pulling back from social media, taking all your energy, bringing it back to you, sitting in that bathtub, going for walks, being outside in nature, meditating, thinking, contemplating. Naturally, you're just doing this on your own here, and in September and in August, you're really feeling in your power. So perhaps you get some kind of message here in August or September that shows you, it gives you that clarity that you are searching for, and you move forward with it. You gain some kind of clarity, you gain some kind of wisdom here in August and September that tells you how to move forward. And so maybe in September now, you very confidently move forward and say, this is what I gotta do, and I gotta do it, and I'm gonna do it. Watch me go. One more card. Tulip, great passion, exactly. In September, you gain some kind of insight. You go within, you spend a lot of time being a recluse in your energy, in your most profound energy here in September. You go within, and this allows you to get clarity of thought and tells you, you gain wisdom that tells you on how to move forward. And you're very, very passionate about whatever action steps or whatever decision that you make here in September. You're really passionate about it, and you are really moving forward with this conviction that you have going on here in September. This is beautiful. You get the answer to something, and it's this aha moment that allows a breakthrough, and you just go for it. And you're very much in your element, in your power here in August and September. Even in July, you're starting to feel really confident, really strong, really powerful in who you are. All right, Virgo, what do we have for October? We have the Devil. So this can be, it doesn't have to be anything big, doesn't have to be anything drastic, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic, or it could be, but it can be anything, okay? This can be an addiction, this can be an obsession, this can be control, this can be a bad way of thinking, this can be bad behavior, a bad habit of speaking, a bad way of eating, any kind of addiction whatsoever, any bad habit, any toxicity. It is something that's like cyclical, a pattern. Maybe some of you've been wanting to break this for years. Let's get some more information. This can be a codependent relationship as well. This can be a narcissist in your life. It could be a Capricorn in your life. Doesn't have to be. Some of you can be going through a breakup here in October. If it didn't happen for you in January, maybe it's happening for some of you here in October. But again, you have the Tower here, which the first 6 months of the year, you have the crumbling, which is along the same lines, the same idea. So some of you can have a really big change in your life in the first 6 months of the year, or some of you can have a really big change in your life the last 6 months of the year or in October, or some of you can have 2 big changes in your life. One in the first half of the year, one in the second half of the year. But again, whatever is coming down here, this does not serve you. This was never meant to be permanent in your life. This perhaps served you for a little while, but after that, it just no longer serves you any longer, and it's time to move on from this, okay? So this is divinely orchestrated. Whatever is falling here, whatever is crumbling here for you in October, it is not meant to hurt you, it is not meant to harm you, it is meant to help you to grow, learn lessons, and evolve spiritually, okay? So just know you'll be protected, whatever this is. Again, for some of you, you can be ending a relationship with a narcissist, perhaps, and you're freeing yourself and liberating yourself from that. All right, carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So some of you can be going through some kind of a spiritual awakening here in October. Others of you can be going through a breakup, and then perhaps you're going on a vacation or you're traveling somewhere just to heal from this, to mend, the emotions that you're going through. Nonetheless, again, some of you are going through a journey. It could be a physical dark night of the soul. It can be a mental dark night of the soul. Some kind of spiritual awakening is happening here for you in October, okay, for some of you. Others, it's happening in January or any month in between here, because it is a general reading. All right, what do we have for November, please? We have the Hanged One. So this is about things perhaps being stuck, not moving forward, changing your perspective or an idea on something. Sometimes it can mean that you sacrifice yourself. Sometimes you give too much of yourself. Let's get some more information. It could also mean that some of you will be going through this spiritual awakening here, or dark night of the soul, where perhaps you're healing. Some of you were cheated on. If that was the case, you're healing from that and gaining a new perspective on that experience that you have had. Others of you, perhaps you took a time out because you were unhappy and you were trying to figure out why. And so you took a time out, and then you have discovered why you're unhappy, and now that brought you back to happiness. For some of you, just saying, why am I not happy? And you just take some time out, and then you gain a new perspective, and you hear God's voice and God's messages, and that reawakens you, and you're in this new version of yourself where you are happy here. You have Tree affairs with your family. Some of you are gaining a new perspective when it comes to your family, or your family is gaining a new perspective. For some of you in November, or up until November, if you have gone through an experience where perhaps you weren't talking to family or family wasn't talking to you, there's some kind of reconciliation here in November. Perhaps you or them gain clarity, and you see things in a different light. Maybe God places something upon your heart. Maybe God places something upon their heart, and you all have this reconciliation here, similar to what I was picking up for some of you in March. So some of you in March or some of you in November could be reconciling with your family, gaining a new perspective, gaining new insight that mends this family tree and heals everyone's heart and brings you all closer together again, and you're all happy, joyfully again in peace. Okay, so for some of you in November, there could be a reconciliation of some sort. It doesn't have to be family for all of you. For some of you, it could be friends. For some of you, it could be co-workers. So if there was any strife with anyone in your life, you know, this can be healing when it comes in November. You can maybe not be talking to them, they're not talking to you, and through that silence, there's some kind of healing that takes its course here through the hand and workings of God, through you and through the other person or the other people involved. All right. I'm just trying to get this straight. What do we have for December for Virgo? That's beautiful to see, by the way, this reconciliation in November. Okay, so in December, we have Ruler of Coins, which is the King of Coins, which is someone who is a leader, someone who is focused on, you know, the external realm. Sometimes it could be someone that is focused on making money. They can be a workaholic, but they're very mature. They're a family person, male or female, okay? This also could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Some of you can perhaps be meeting a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. If you're single, you can be meeting someone of this nature and you're moving forward with this person. They don't have to be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. They can be just someone that is very grounded, down to earth, reliable, family-oriented, etc. So some of you could be pursuing this kind of a relationship if you're meeting someone in December. For those of you that are already partnered in December, perhaps you can be taking your relationship with your significant other further. You're bringing it onwards, you're bringing it forward, you're making a decision here. For some of you, you could have an engagement in December. Congratulations. For others of you, you can possibly have a marriage in December, or also some of you, partnered or not, could be moving here in December, okay? Moving forward or moving on in some way, shape, or form, or moving up. So you can be taking a current relationship into a higher level of commitment, okay? So moving up in that relationship department here in December. Some of you, this could be pertaining to business, where perhaps you're moving enterprises, perhaps you're taking a business idea and you're moving it forward. Okay, you have Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So for those of you that are wanting to take a business idea and move it forward, you will have success. And for those of you, this really clarifies for me and hits home truly with the energy in January. If some of you are losing your job in January, what's coming for you is a solid foundation. In January, whatever job you're leaving, it was not a solid foundation. It crumbles and had to crumble because it didn't serve you. So don't hold on to this job. Don't hold on to whatever this is for you here, the first 6 months of the year. If you're going through a shift or a change in your life and something is crumbling, allow it to crumble. It doesn't serve you. It was not a solid foundation to begin with. So in January, if some of you left a job here, by the end of the year, in December here, For those of you that are, trying to build a career, trying to build a business, being self-employed, moving to a new job, etc., this is going to prove itself to be much, much, much more lucrative for you, more financial gain. It's solid. You have the tower here. It's the third time you have the tower, and here it says solid foundation, success with effort. So if you put in the time, put in the effort, put in the work, and you're great at that, Virgo, if you do you, and if you do what is required of you to push this forward and move it forward, and you take the action steps and make that decision to do so, and if you take this till the end, it's going to prove solid for you. Unlike this other tower here that crumbled down, and you got the tower somewhere else here, right here in October, there's another crumbling. This can be a codependent relationship that's coming down here in October. But whatever is crumbling here, it is to rebuild something better and bigger in its place that will prove itself to be solid and will prove itself to be strong, something that can't come down. Okay, you just got to put the time in, and you got to put the effort in, you got to put your energy into it. But it will prove itself to be bigger and better than what was already there previously that came crumbling down. All right, that is beautiful. That completes the last 6 months of 2023 for you, Virgo. Let's hop into our 2 fun treats that we have for you today. The first one being the deck that is called This Is Beautiful. Life is Beautiful, and it says 101 scripture verses and quotes to celebrate the wonder and joys of life. So we just love, love, love this deck. It is beautiful. Let's hop into it. What messages do you have for Virgo, please, for 2023? What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to hear? Okay, we got 2 cards. One fell on the floor. Let me grab it. All right, so we have all things are possible with God. These ones are really hard. I always have a difficult time trying to show you clearly what it says. All things are possible with God. And then it says, Mark chapter 10, verse 27. The side says, it says, believe in yourself. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So whatever is crumbling in your life, it is because it is meant to rebuild you into a higher level, okay? And so to trust that it's all here to benefit you, to work and help you. God is here helping you. This is the first reading that I have done for 2023 where the God card came out. Okay? I didn't even know this deck had a God card in the Star Temple Oracle. This is the deck that had that card. Okay? And so it's the first time that God came out. So just know that you are very much protected and loved and chosen by God to embark on whatever this change is that you are going through. And as difficult as the change may be, just know that you are being supported and helped throughout the whole time. From the beginning till the end, you are being supported and helped in this change, whatever it is. It says, your Father, God, Source, Spirit, knows what you need before you ask Him. Matthew 6, chapter 6, verse 8. Okay, so God knows exactly what you're going through. God knows that some of you are going through a spiritual awakening here. Some of you in this year are going through 1 or 2 spiritual awakenings here. Okay, or 1 or 2 changes in your life. And God understands that. God knows that. He sees what you're going through because He is the one helping it to crumble because it was not the right path for you. And so just trust that God will provide, okay? On the back of that card, it says, trust God to provide all of your needs. He has a never-ending supply of resources and he loves to share. So this is what God wants to tell you, okay? And believe in yourself. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So I just want you to see these messages. God is all around you. God understands exactly what you are going through, okay? So have faith in God and know that whatever you're going through, it's meant to help you, not to harm you, but to protect you and uplift you and bring you right on path, right where you need to be, for something better to grow and to build something better for you. That's how much God loves you. As hard as it may feel, okay? It might not be easy, but just know that God's there. Next, we have tarot dice with, we put some numerology dice in here as well. So let's get to the dice. What do we have for Virgo 2023? Oh, okay, one fell on the floor. Let me grab it. All right. And this dice fell over here, so I'm just put it on the table. Okay. So some of you have perhaps a reconciliation coming to you. It's up to you whether you want to make amends with someone or not. So if someone's coming in with an apology, some of you I'm seeing here might accept the apology, others may not, okay? You know, and even if someone does accept, even if someone comes in with a reconciliation, you can always, you know, forgive that person and accept an apology. But if you know that they're not meant for you, it doesn't mean you have to pursue that path with them, okay? So that's why I'm saying it's going to be different for all of you. Some people, you might accept the apology, but say, you know, let's agree that we've outgrown each other. But others of you, if it's a loving relationship, you might say, well, yes, I accept your apology. Please forgive me. Let's move on from this, okay? It is going to be different for each of you here. But for some of you, you might not be taking forward action with this person. You might not pursue and go down becoming friends with that person again, okay? For some of you, it could be a mom. It could be a mother figure, perhaps. You know, maybe if you've had hardships with a mom, for some of you, it could be a dad. It could be that relationship there where maybe it does not serve some of you. Now, here's the important thing here. If you don't want to have children, and if you are a female, be careful this year of an unwanted pregnancy, so be very, very careful this year. And also, for some of you, there might be a point in time, maybe even in January, you know, if you do lose your job right away, make sure you're doing what you can to minimize your life. So it's not what you make, it's what you save, right? So you can go home and, you know, find a soap that's all natural, that's like a 5-in-1 soap. So you use that soap for your hands, you use it for your hair, you use it for your face, you use it for your body, etc. And then that one bottle of soap eliminates all these other different soaps that you have, shampoo, etc. And so you save on those expenses. So it's not what you make, it's what you save. If you do lose your job, just know that there are ways and means by which you can downsize your life and start eliminating some bills that aren't necessary, okay, that are not essentials in life, okay? So just keep that in mind as well. Now we also have some of you, yeah, exactly. Some of you can have perhaps, as I mentioned, maybe there was this conflict at work. You know, maybe you're not receiving a paycheck anymore when it comes to dealings at work. For some of you, not all of you. And perhaps some of you are dealing with the emotion that, you know, if someone does tell you here that you lose your job, etc., you're feeling unrecognized, you're feeling undervalued, and you're trying to process these emotions alone are heavy. You know, the fact that I've been there this many years, and how come I was let go? How come the other person wasn't let go? You could be dealing with some kind of emotional hardship here and feeling unrecognized and feel defeated, and feel, perhaps there was a competitor that you feel didn't do as much as you did, but yet, they still have their job and you don't, right? So there's some kind of emotional things that you are working through here. But just know that you are protected, and God knows exactly what He is doing. Please do try your best to have faith in that, as difficult as sometimes things can be in life, okay? Again, so, just watch your finances pull back. Make sure that your finances aren't going out, extending outwhere, or leaking anywhere where it is deemed unnecessary. And that's all I have so far. The numbers that we have is 04628. Okay, so you can take those numbers. It could be an age that you are, the numbers 46, 26, 62, 42, 82, 28, 24, 26. Any of these numbers can be of value for you. 40 years old, 20 years old, 60 years old. Okay, so take those numbers how they resonate for you as well. If some of you have already lost your job in January here, it's not for all of you, but if you have, please do take a moment to comment down below. If you are struggling, you do have family here that can help uplift you and can help support you, lead you, guide you, etc. So, do share. We are building a loving support here. Also, be sure on your way out to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. When you hit that notification bell, you become part of our Twin Oracles family here, and you don't lose this channel. Therefore, you will not miss out on our upcoming uploads. We have a lot of wonderful ideas for this channel. So thank you for being part of our Twin Oracles family here on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video on the way out. Hit the subscribe button. Please be sure to comment. Thank you for helping to grow this channel, our beautiful collective Starfeed family. We love you ever so much. Until the next time, bye for now, Twin Oracles.